and our district leaders here present, our facilitators, PDGs Bola Oyebade and Ifeyinwa Ejezie, other district leaders here present, the deputy district learning facilitator and our DGN, fellow Rotarians, good morning. Let me welcome you to this month's edition of the online learning seminar. As it is customary, today's focus will be on the theme for our month, which is on basic education and literacy. And today we have two distinguished facilitators and leaders of Rotary in our district that will be talking to us and helping us to look at it critically. And of course, we have, as usual, our deputy learning facilitators who will be the coordinator of the event for this morning. Without wasting much of your time, I want to thank all of you that have logged in early enough. And I believe that other Rotarians will join us as we go on in the course of the program. Let me, therefore, on this note, invite our district governor, Lanre Adedoyin, to please give his opening remarks, sir. District governor, sir. District governor. Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. We can hear you now. Hello. What's happening? Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I hear you.
Thank
Yes.
you. Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians, and I want to welcome you all to the September edition of the monthly online learning seminar that we have been doing. And I want to thank our district learning facilitator, past district governor Kola Sodipo, for putting this together. I also want to especially thank our facilitators, past district governor Bola Oyebade and past district governor Ejezie, for the thoughts that they have put together, and we're happy that we are going to benefit from their wealth of experience, knowledge, and expertise. I also thank the Deputy District Learning Facilitator, DGND Uyi Sowobi, and district leaders who are here and fellow Rotarians. This month, the Rotary International team the monthly theme for September is basic education and literacy, and we are all expected to carry out projects and do activities that are in line with that very important area of focus. And I'm confident that our facilitators will do justice to the topics that have been assigned to them. I also want to remind us that Monday, 8th of September, is the International Literacy Day, which is globally celebrated. And I want to implore all of us in our various clubs to key into that and do things that will resonate with that day. Our district basic education and literacy seminar will hold on the 17th of September, and plans are in top gear to bring in experts and knowledgeable people to come and collaborate with us outside Rotary to ensure that we have a very enriching, a very rewarding and exciting seminar. So I want to thank all of you today as I welcome you to this very important online training. Please enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, District Governor, for the remarks. Thank you for your leadership. I would like to now hand over to our District Governor nominee and Deputy District Learning Facilitator to please take us through the next stage of the program. Over to you, DGND Uyi Sowobi.
Thank you very much, sir. Again, I want to greet all of us, my district governor, my district facilitator, learning facilitator, distinguished Rotarians. This is another month, the month that the Rotary set aside for us to celebrate literacy. Rotarians all over the world have done so much in this aspect of our activities. Rotary has impacted communities in very enormous ways, and Rotarians have made amazing things happen. We have opened schools. We have taught adult learners to read. We have provided new teaching techniques, methods. We have made schools healthy by provisions of fresh water for our kids. We have also enhanced educational systems in different countries all around the world. And so today is a day our district 911 have set aside every first Saturday of the month for us to look into this area of focus and also remind ourselves that we still have a lot of work to do. So this morning, we have two very vibrant educators, I will call them, in our midst. Both of them are Rotary Leadership Institute faculty members. The first person that will speak to us on empowering communities through literacy, building a brighter future for all, is past District Governor Bola Oyebade. He is from the Rotary Club of Maryland, District 9111. He served Rotary in the year 2020-2021 with the theme, Rotary Opens Opportunities. We all know him, very, very young, old man, and we're going to listen to him. We'll also listen to our mama, our lady, past district governor, Ejezie, popularly known, called and addressed as Ibeji. She served as district governor, District 9110, in the 2023-2024 Rotary year, with the theme, Create Hope in the World. She is a member of the Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, District 9112. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's open our books, our jotters, get our writing materials, and jot down everything they're going to say. We'll give you opportunity to make comments and ask questions. So the first person who is going to take the lead is past District Governor Bola Oyebade. The floor is yours, sir. Thank you. Let's welcome him. Back. Okay, I hope you're ready for us.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Thank you very much, Madam DGN. I also call her Iyabeji because she's really, truly is Iyabeji. I want to recognize especially my district governor, our district governor for District 9112, the one I called Alhaji Agba. Recognize also our district learning facilitator, our KS, another past district governor of notes with bundle of knowledge. Recognize our own Iyabeji that birthed our two districts. While not forgetting also our executive DS. I don't know if our DGE is here online, but if he is, I want to recognize you. If he isn't, then I should recognize him in a same shout also. I should recognize all our presidents that are here present, while not forgetting our district executive secretary, and all other people that have made this learning. in reality. Having said that, I must say that I bring you a lot of greetings from my district, your twin district, which is very, very close yet far away because we now share different districts. That was the opportunity we created when it was our year of Rotary opportunity. It was part of the beginning of the opportunities we created. And today we are not only excited, but we thank God that we have two districts. And hopefully in the next couple of years, we'll have more districts in Nigeria, not just the 6 we have right now. Having said that, let me move into the belly of what I've been asked to come discuss, the topic which has been introduced already, to be empowering communities through literacy building, a better future for all. Empowering communities through literacy building, a better future for all. We all know that the world is for all of us, and Rotary generally will only bring succor to those that are in despair, bring better things to people that we consider to be in our communities. We serve in the communities, and it is only the communities that we can coexist. Therefore, our constituency, it's the community which we serve. If we do not build this community, then the community will collapse, and all our services also too will collapse. How do we build these communities? The best way to build these communities, in my opinion, is to first and foremost build the people in the community. Human capital, you will agree with me, is the greatest of all capitals. When we're able to build the human capital, then we can weld around the rest of all the resources around it, i.e. machinery, our time, and every other resources that we have, so that we can achieve the goals which we have set for ourselves. Now, how do we empower our individuals? I've highlighted 3 major items. 1, literacy program, which is the topic which we are discussing. Literacy program. We need to develop programs that will cater for diverse learning needs. Literacy program. We must develop one for diverse learning. Everybody at every level, the younger ones, the older ones, the literates, the illiterates, we must create a learning program for them. We must have community engagement. That's the second point. Community engagement is very, very important. How do we engage our communities in literacy initiatives? Let's create avenues that will make them to be part of it and give it to them in the medium which they understand. We cannot say because we are extremely educated, quote and unquote, therefore we should start serving them education at our level. No, let us serve them education at their level, at different strata. Let us serve them the type of education that they will be used to and they will accept and assimilate. The third one is education. We need to provide access to quality education, focusing on literacy skills. That's the item there. Focusing on literacy skills. There are various kinds of skills, but the literacy skills is very essential if we must empower the individuals in our communities. So when we're executing projects, all our projects must be tailored to focus on literacy skills. When we design our project in such a way that the literacy skills aspect, objective, is understood and it is channeled towards the members of the community, then we can say we are truly developing our community. The second major point I have here is promoting a social change. There's a social change that we must promote in our community. If we do not promote that social change, then most likely our society will just collapse. On that also, I've got 3 major points. Point number 1 is informed citizenship. We must build and empower the individuals and make them to make informed decisions. How do we do that? Continual interaction, continuous engagement and continuous back and fro communication. That's very important. So when the community is informed, then we can say, okay, we are really promoting a social change. How about developing their critical thinking? Some of us will think critical thinking is good only for, or is meant only for the younger people. No. Even the people that are quite old, we need to foster that critical thinking, problem-solving skills. I know in those days, when we are solving challenges, you'll find out that it is the eldest people in the communities that will come together and to think over something and eventually deliver to solve a particular challenge in the community. But even right now, we realize that fostering critical thinking, it's very, very good, such that the problems the problems that are presented to them will eventually be solved in a proper manner and in a manner that will make everybody to be happy about it. So critical thinking is very important because we need to foster that critical thinking and problem-solving skills within the members of the community. If they do not, then there will be chaos. There will not be peace. There will be pandemonium at all times, and everybody will be in despair. It's important also to develop our social mobility literacy. We need to support literacy as a tool for social mobility. We need people at all times to develop into a proper social mobilization technique, I would say. Proper social mobilization technique. I recall in those days we used to have, wasn't a MAMSA in those days, but such agencies have suddenly died down. Those are part of the agencies that, even for me, I think Rotary should build such agencies within itself, so that when we're having activities, when anything is happening, the way people will respond, the way the members of the community will respond, you realize that there's that social responsibility within individual. I must mention, unfortunately, we had NSAS the other time. If we had a strong social mobility, in the system, in Lagos State particularly, there's a way when such things sparks up that people will immediately, they will quell it, because we have a strong social mobility that is there existing. All we need to do is just activate it immediately when there are social miscreants activities everywhere. They just come, and immediately there is that mechanism that will come in and negate whatever issue anybody might want to think about and cause mayhem in the society. My third point is fostering economic growth. Economic growth is very important because without economy, everybody will just be down. Everybody needs substance. Everybody needs better money. Everybody needs affluence. Everybody needs to be better employed. Everybody needs to be better engaged. Everybody needs just to have more money in their pockets. So how do we do this? You need job skills. Job skills is very important. We need to equip all the individuals with literacy skills for a better job opportunity. It is not only going to school and having PhD that matters. No, people can be skillful in carpentry, can be skillful in plumbing, can be skillful in building, and they don't need to go to universities. I know that there is this, I think they call it NOIC, National Orientation, I think entrepreneurship, something, whatever, somewhere around Bagada. Yes, we need more of all such agencies, more of such schools, more of such technical areas. In developed countries, that's what they have mostly. Of course, the universities are there for people that can afford universities and people that crave to go to university. But you still find people going to all these lesser, not lesser, but not university. And they get trained, they get monitored, and they get skilled. So that job skills for me is quite important. All individuals must be equipped. Members of our community must be equipped. Okay? with literacy skills for a better job opportunity. Let them get the kind of worksite jobs. How about entrepreneurship? That's my second point there. How about entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, everybody, people must think in a way that says, yes, I'm not supposed to work for people forever. I'm just supposed to work, learn and begin to create, you to build. All of us cannot become entrepreneur. That's just a simple fact. Some people are meant just to work for other people, but entrepreneurship is very, very important. So when we teach entrepreneurship, or we encourage people that are already entrepreneurs to do more, all right, then we can find that a better society will be built, because we are talking about building people in a literacy manner and for a better future for all of us. My third point is economic empowerment. We need to promote financial literacy and economic stability. Let us promote it. I know we do that a lot in our Rotary clubs and in our district, but I think we need, now more than ever, we need to get into the communities that we operate and let them see what we are doing. Let people actually appreciate it and engage more people in all this. Only that way we will be saying we're building a better community. If we are not doing that, then you now find out that most things will just crash in our society. My fourth point is for all of us to begin to think on leveraging technology. We are in a digital world. The way we are doing things in the past must change. It just has to change. Whether we like it or we don't know. It just has to change. We are in the jet age. So many things are moving in supersonic speed. And we must run along with it. Otherwise, we are just behind. So digital literacy, in my opinion, is very important. We must promote digital literacy skills. Anybody, in fact, we must set it up. I see a future in Rotary where a digital literacy building kind of, do I say, school, all right, will be established. And people will just go there to particularly build on their digital literacy skills. E-learning platform is the next point I have here. Let us encourage e-learning platform. Let's utilize all platforms that are proper. They might say these are the members of the community. We have most of the time, if not all of the times, I won't say all of the time, we have our community and we have our own WhatsApp group. But do we have WhatsApp groups also for people, for us and the people in our community? You find that we're leaving them out. Yeah, these are some of the people that we are engaging on a daily basis. Do we have that platform? Is it that they are not literate enough to understand that exists? Or we are just the one that are complacent about it and we feel, no, they don't understand, let's just go serve them. No. All of them too uses Android phones. Okay, so they use better phones and they can communicate easily. So what are we doing in that aspect? My top point is for us to create an avenue for access to technology. Let us ensure that technology for marginalized communities. Marginalized communities. There are so many communities that are marginalized. We take it for granted that we are in Lagos, so most of the things we see are just not so challenging. So to say, we are the Lagos. We are more like the Americans to Africa. So we are like Lagos to the rest of our communities. We forget about some of all these communities. I want to challenge all of us. Let me challenge all of us that are listening. Get out of your comfort zone. Get into those villages. There's hardly anywhere in Lagos that you do not have the behind where the villages are. You don't need to travel far. You don't need to go to Ogun. You don't need to go to Oyo. You don't need to even go to your village. Here in Lagos, the behind, you'll be so surprised. At Maryland, there's a place called Wasimi. Wasimi is not, you wonder if these people are even in Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? There are so many places in Ojota there just behind there's a place called Okotomola. Just go behind there and you'll ask yourself, these people have ever seen civilization the way you see and access civilization. All right, so let us ensure that that there's an access for these people that I want to consider to be marginalized. They are marginalized people. They are marginalized communities. So let's get involved with them and let's get proper access to, give them proper access to technology. How about collaboration and partnership? This is very important as I move because of time. Collaboration and partnership is very, very important. All stakeholders' engagements and meetings must be held at all times. There's nothing wrong in that. Let there be a meeting, all the stakeholders involving the private sector, okay, involving the NGOs around, even involving the government, involving individuals, involving your CDA people, all right, involving everybody. So the stakeholders meeting is very important if we must develop and want to empower our communities. If we must, then that stakeholders meeting is very, very important. Let us bring all these people together and step it forward. Stepping it forward is the next one, which is partnership. We must have partnership, okay, with all these people, with all these bodies, with all these agencies for literacy initiative. It is direct. Let's be bespoke about it. It is for literacy initiative. We're having this partnership. That partnership is important. Draw up an MOU. What are we doing? What is government doing? What is the CDA doing? What are individuals doing? What is this particular agency doing? What is the local government doing? Draw up an MOU. Don't leave it in the air and say they know what they are supposed to do. No, nobody knows what they are supposed to do. People need to be told what they are supposed to do. We need to agree on what we are supposed to do. And finally, on collaboration and partnership, I have resources mobilization. You know, I said earlier, the greatest resource you can have in the whole wide world is the human capital. The human capital is the greatest resource. But we need all other resources. All other resources we need that will top my own list is finance. Finance is very important. How much is who bringing in? How much is what particular agency bringing in? All right. Beyond partnership, now we talk about human capital, finance. What time are we deploying? Who is deploying what time? How many hours are we going to spend on the particular project? How many time will be required? How many of my own time, how many of government's time must be plugged into it? How many of whose time must be plugged into it? And for other people that have materials, let people bring in their materials and probably even machineries, technology, okay? If it is computers that are going to deploy, let them deploy. For instance, if we have a partnership with a computer company, and what they will deploy is their computer, let them bring in their computer. That's what they can bring in, all right? If it's huge equipment, anybody is going to bring in, let them bring in their own huge equipment. By working together, we can build a brighter future with literacy, and we can empower all individuals. By fostering economic growth also, we can promote social change. We can leverage technology, and we can also collaborate with all other stakeholders that we have. Now, I must end with this particular one, which I think is a service and, I call it service and responsibility, which all of us must understand very well. Service is the bridge that connects all of us together. That's just the simple truth. We cannot just say that. Service is the bridge that connects us together. And that service, we must oil it at all times. We must oil it at all times. Everyone can be great, okay? I think it was Martin Luther King that once said, everyone can be great because everyone can serve. Everyone can be great because everyone can serve. So what are you bringing in? Everybody wants to serve. Therefore, everybody can be great. And, you know, collective greatness is very, very important. My learning facilitator, I think it's on that particular quote of Dr. Martin Luther King that I want to truncate and end my delivery for now. And once again, I want to say a very big thank you for the opportunity to come into your district and dispense some of the things I have in my head, which has been couched in the topic, empowering communities through literacy building, a better future for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my past district governor, Oyebade. I hope we have taken notes. You know, I had been taking note too. You know, one of the things that stood out is from what he said, to empower our communities, we must meet and communicate with the stakeholders. Let's see what everybody is bringing to the table. Let's discuss about this thing that we want to do. Has it been done before? Did it yield good results or not? Communication is the key and is very important. And on that note, I want to bring up our past district governor, Ibeji, to take her stand and educate us on the topic, Rotary's impacts on communities through basic education and literacy projects. Past District Governor Ejezie, you're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you very much, my DGN Uyi Sowobi. I greet you this morning. My district governor, I greet you once again. District governor-elect, I don't know if he has joined or if he's not here, but we'll send our regards.
Yeah, baby, I'm here.
Oh, finally. Thank you, my DG. Good to have you here this morning. My DGN, once again, I greet you. My past district governors here present, our facilitator, learning facilitator, District Kola Sodipo, I greet you for putting this together. And my personal person, PDG Bola Oyebade, thank you for this wonderful delivery. Thank you for this wonderful delivery this morning. You know, collaboration is what keeps us going. All the way from District 9111, you came and gave us this morning. God bless you. You have impacted on us so that we can continue to impact on our communities. We thank you very much. United Presidents here present, I greet you all. AGs, zonal coordinators, fellow Rotarians, and guests, if any, online this morning to hear us. I greet you all. Yes, my PDG Bola has taken us through empowering communities through literacy building as a way for us to keep a brighter future for all. And he has impacted on us this morning with a good knowledge of what that is all about. My job here is very simple, to talk about how this basic education has impacted on our communities, how Rotary's, what is Rotary's impact on communities through the basic education and literacy. That's what I'm going to talk about this morning. And I want us to know that, for a start, education is not a privilege. It's a fundamental right of every child and every individual in our society. Because through education, we get empowered, we unlock opportunities, we have the boldness to carry on with our duties on a day-to-day basis. So education, the power of education or the importance of education cannot be overemphasized. It helps us to drive progress in our communities. He has just told us education is not just about going to school. Even in getting other literacy trainings, you get empowered, you get educated. It also comes back to impact on our society. But through Rotary and our projects, how do we impact? We focus on basic education and literacy projects so we can help create a more equitable and prosperous community. Us in Rotary, we don't just talk about education. We take action because we are people of action. We are known to take action and to impact on every community where we dwell. So we take action in different ways by providing sustainable projects. I say sustainable because that's why we do need assessment before we go providing any project in any community, so that the project can be sustainable and impactful to the community. If you give a community what they do not need, you have done a project, but you have not impacted on that community. So it's always good to take a need assessment to know what the community needs or what the school needs, because different public schools have different needs. So if you don't do a need assessment to find out their need, you may have given a project to that community, you may have given a project to that school, but you have not impacted on them because your project is not what they need at that time. So you have not really impacted. So we must do sustainable projects so that we can impact on our communities. That way, we provide quality, access to quality education to them. And in what ways do we provide these projects? How do we impact? It's through our projects. The projects we do from school to school, especially we concentrate on public schools, not the rich schools, because that is where there is enormous need. So what kind of projects do we do? How do we even impact in these schools? How do we provide for them? There are so many ways. In most public schools we have gone to, through the need assessments we have done, we have discovered that most of them need even the provision of desk. Some schools do not have desks for students to write on. Some sit on the floor to write. How can you impact on that child if all you do is let the child sit on the ground? The child is already destabilized, is not focused, is not equipped enough to learn. So we provide them with desk. We do donation of books in Rotary. We go around schools donating books. We donate sanitary facilities. Some schools, I remember while I was DG, going around some schools, I got to a school that said they didn't even have a toilet. So how does this teachers even, or the students, when they are pressed with the call of nature, what do? They said their neighbors, some students will just defecate and throw it on the fence into the neighbor's compound. So they're always having altercations from neighbors because of what the students are doing. But do you blame these students when they have no toilet, when they have no proper place to defecate? They do it anyhow because it's a call of nature. So Rotary, we go around to provide toilet facilities, sanitary wares, and all that to students and to different public schools to make them have a better learning environment for them to knowledge to be impacted on them. We also provide writing boards. We provide writing materials. We do school bags. We support infrastructure of schools. Rotary have gone to refurbish so many classrooms, dilapidated classrooms. You go there, it's an eyesore. We do all this because we appreciate one fact that government alone cannot do it all. So Rotary steps in to refurbish schools, classrooms, to make it equitable for the students so that the knowledge and what the teachers are teaching them will go into their system very well. The impact will be enormous on them. So we provide infrastructure. We do that. We refurbish classrooms. We provide digital learning tools to schools, like computers. Rotary have donated a lot of computers to different schools. Most public schools, their students have not even seen computer before in their life. They have not pressed it. And we're in a digital age, in a computer age, where every child is supposed to know how to press a computer, how to go online and achieve success and do a lot of things. So sending these computers to school is impacting on the community. The students will come out there better people for the future. We promote community engagements with our educational projects and programs. These are the different ways that Rotary impacts on our schools, impact on our communities. Because when you train these people and they come out, they become better people in the society. They become better people in the community. They have a lot to give back to the society. If you don't train them, that society, I don't know what the society will be like. So education is key. And that's why Rotary is not relenting in our efforts to provide these things for the students. We also impact our community through organizing school debates. You know, debate is one thing that grows the psyche of a child, learning how to talk in public, becoming a public speaker, getting the boldness to stand and address people. It's something that is learned over time. So through organizing school debates, we impact on our communities by teaching these children how to be bold, how to stand, how to speak in public without fear and without fidgeting. We equip the students with knowledge, because when you give them a topic to come and discuss on, the students go in and research on these topics to be able to come and speak equitably on it. It makes them to grow the skills and confidence to navigate the world. We all know that education makes us bold. It gives us confidence. That is one thing we have. You have an educated person, you can walk into anywhere with confidence in yourself that, yes, I am this. Even if you don't have money and you're educated, you are literate, it gives you that kind of confidence that you can navigate anywhere in the world. You can step anywhere without feeling out of place just because you don't have money. But when you don't have money and you're not educated, oh my God, I wonder, you would even feel so shy to come out in public to talk where others are talking. But education gives us that boldness to come and talk and navigate the world. It also enhances our ability to speak in public, like I said earlier. I know that is one thing we have all learned in Rotary. Most of us, when we joined Rotary, we can't speak in public. Not that we don't have the knowledge, not that we don't know what to say, or we don't have the product to share, but that fear of standing before a crowd to talk, that fear goes out of us in Rotary. The same thing, when we bring out these students to say, come and do a debate, and there is a crowd for them to speak to, it emboldens these children and takes that fear out of them, and that skills they learn. They also learn how to speak in public, get impacted on with knowledge, and get emboldened to face the world. That is a major impact that Rotary is putting on our communities through the projects we do on a daily basis. Rotary also provides clean, fresh water to public schools. Is it just the public schools? To our communities. Most schools don't have water, don't have toilets. Even those that have toilets do not have a clean water to operate the toilet. So by the time we go there, dig a borehole, put a water tanks, create taps in and outside the school. We even extend the taps outside the fence of the school so that the community can also enjoy clean, fresh water. That is a major impact that Rotary is putting on our society. We do this so that there will be healthy environment. We all know that so many diseases come out of, they call it pipe-borne diseases. So many diseases come out of drinking bad water, unclean water, and all that. So by the time we provide clean water to the schools, we have given them a better health, giving them a better education. And that is what Rotary does. How else do we also impact? Rotary gives scholarships. We support our communities by giving scholarship to our children. Some we even take outside the country to go and learn. And when they go out of the country to learn on scholarship from Rotary, they come back with better knowledge, better prepared to face the world, better not to even impact on the communities. They come and give back to the society. They come and give back to the communities. That is what Rotary does. In that way, Rotary has impacted heavily on our communities, because these children come back, they become the pillars of their communities. They become pillars in their homes, and they are able to train others. That is one of the impacts that Rotary is performing. We also provide vocational training centers. We know Rotary has built so many vocational, even last Rotary year, another one was built in Epe, vocational training center. We have in Igogo, we have in Epe, we have so many places. I think there's one again somewhere in Abule about somewhere. We have so many vocational training centers. Not just the training centers, we also organize vocational trainings for our communities and for the schools and for the students. This is a way to empower them to be a good citizen, empower them so that they can impact on their communities. So by training them giving them learning different skills. We don't just train. After training, we also equip them with the products they need to start their life. So invariably, you have given life to that community. You have given life to families. You have given life to the society by equipping, not just training them on a particular field, but also giving them the machinery they need to set up on that field. You have also taken poverty out of that society. You have taken poverty out of the family by doing that. Because when you train one, that one becomes a breadwinner for the family. And in that way, you have impacted on so many people in the society. By focusing on these areas and more, Rotary aims, why do we do all this? Is to strengthen the capacity of our communities, to reduce poverty, because there's so many poverty in the system, especially in Nigeria now with the increase of dollar, fuel subsidy and all that. There's so much poverty. So Rotary does all this to strengthen the capacity of our communities, to reduce poverty, and to reduce gender disparity. We know that in so many communities, because of poverty, not that they don't really want their girl child to be educated, but because they have limitation of resources, they now choose to say, okay, it's better to train the male child rather than the female child. So the female child is left out as if the female child is not also a human being in the society. They train the male and they leave out the female. But with the impact of Rotary, with this kind of projects and literacy programs that Rotary bring to the community, we have empowered these people to train both male and female, and to also make the female gender to feel important in the society. They always say that when you train a woman, you have trained a nation. So we have gone ahead to reduce gender disparity and foster economic and community developments. That is how Rotary has impacted on our communities through education. When we teach somebody how to read, or how to help facilitate a person to get better education, what have we done? We have given a lifetime gift to that person. I always tell people the best gift a father or a parent can give a child is education. Give the child education, and you have given him a lifetime gift. That child will go out to the society, become a better person, enrich himself, and come back to impact more on other humans in the society. So just give them education, better education, and you have given them a lifetime gift. And when you give a lifetime gift to an individual, to a community, to a school, what happens? It has ripple effect on the community. Because that community becomes a better place. That community becomes a place where you go and you have learned or literate people that can reason well, that can bring progress to the community. They go out with their knowledge and they attract good things to the society. So Rotary, in a lot of ways, have impacted on our communities through basic education and literacy. We have taken it upon ourselves. The other day, I joined to commission a lab, science lab for a school. Most of us, when we went to school, we didn't even have access to most of these things. But the children of these days were in a jet age, were in a computer age. They need most of these things. They don't just read, they don't just hear, but they want to see, they want to feel it. And this is what Rotary has done. By giving that school a science lab, well equipped with all forms of products in it, the children have first-hand knowledge. They touch, they feel these things. And when you teach, they learn better. Because they don't just, you give a child a computer, he navigates through the computer, he can access so many things and even have so many skills. You have not just taught that child education, you have also empowered him with the skill of knowing how to go about other things. Online is most things these days. People go online, they navigate, they learn a lot of things, a lot of learning process. So you have empowered that child. That child will not grow up to be intimidated. That child will not grow up to be timid. And when a child is not timid, is not intimidated, that child is empowered. You have unlocked so many opportunities to that community through the training and basic education and literacy projects we have done in our community. So because we don't have time, it's already 9 o'clock. I want to conclude by saying that education is key. It's not a privilege, it's a fundamental right. It's something we owe every child. So when parents go having children, please have children that can be trained. Have the number that you can train. Don't go having children that will not be trained, or that you will not have enough money to send to school. Give every child an opportunity to go to school. Give every child an opportunity to be educated. You will not only have empowered your family, you have also empowered the society and the communities with which you belong, and the world at large, because all this come out to tell on who we are. So please, let's teach somebody how to read, which is what Rotary does every day. Let's facilitate the person to get better education, which is what we do with our projects. And that way, we have given a lifetime gift to our communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our Iya Ibeji. That was awesome. I was taking notes again, and I believe that all of us present here, all the 88 of us have taken notes. So it's time to ask questions, to make comments. Education is a social process. That's what I have learned today. Education is growth. Education is not a preparation for life. Education is life itself, so we cannot do without it. When you teach somebody how to read, they have that for a lifetime.
For life.
Yes, it ripples through community, one after the other, one by one. So if you have any question, if you want to make any comments, please let's see your hands up, and then we will call you, and we move on that way. I'm waiting. I can't see any hand up. You can also make comments. You really don't have to ask any question. Add to what the two speakers have said.
PDG officers, facilitators, I just want to thank our facilitators this morning for emphasizing why Rotary does what we do and really giving us, especially for United Presidents, the platform to know what this month is all about, to align our projects in alliance with Rotary International's mantra of basic literacy. And I think you have done such a great job to the topics. There's no questions. It's just food for thought. And also it's a proud time to be a Rotarian and the amazing things we have done and we continue to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I didn't get your name. This next time, let's just introduce
President
Share. United President Ikoyi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Claire. Can we take past Assistant Governor Chinedu Ebu?
Thank you very much. I want to again align with all the beautiful comments that had come in this morning, and to thank our speakers for inspiring our minds once again on those basic education literacy projects that we undertake at these times or throughout our Rotary year. I wanted also to add that our various clubs are doing other things, like the Rotary Club of Victoria Land East is involved in the Spelling Bee, which takes our kids to the United States to participate in the Scripps spelling competition. We are trying to make it a very something that most of our clubs can key into and to help to expose our kids on these word stages and interests that will enlighten their mind and keep them educated and increase our literacy rates. I just wanted to add my voice to say this morning had been a very interesting topic and interaction from our resource persons, and I'm very glad I was part of it this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Past Assistant Governor Ebo. I saw Past Assistant Governor Sholu's hand up earlier. Are you still making comments?
Yes.
Okay.
My governor, the PDGs, and distinguished Rotarians in the house. I also want to lend my voice to appreciating our facilitators for today. What they have done, just like they said, educating yourself is not just supporting you to have good life, but itself, it's giving you life. And I want to accept that and then add it to my own experience too. Similarly, I want to appreciate our governor, and particularly the district learning facilitator and his team. Well, on occasions like this, when we express how very impactful and how we are blessed with this type of aspect of our activities in the district, I know it will encourage you to do more. So I'm happy to be part of this session, and I thank all of you who have made it possible for us. This is the third in the series. By the grace of God, I will continue to attend every series that you bring on board. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you.
I thank the comments in the chat room. I'm in a noisy area.
Okay.
Good morning.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll take a comment from our district executive secretary. I'll read this on the chat room. Appreciation to our referred guest speakers. We have listened to their very productive learnings. My contributions are that we should not just treat today's seminar as one of those learnings. We should put our action plans together to ensure that we actually do the needful. There are lots of thought-provoking and emerging issues discussed here today. Let us begin to do the needful. Our clubs should be more strategic in responding to the needs of education at all levels. Enough of back-to-school bags and books. These are from our district executive secretary. He cannot speak because he's in a noisy place. I hope that is noted. My learning facilitator, you say more on this later. We'll take a comment or question from Past Assistant Governor Fred Ijewere.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and this has been a very good session. And after listening to both speakers today and some of the key things that came out, the deficiencies in our educational system, the fact that we should always engage stakeholders, the needs assessment that we need to do. So I think back and I say to myself, we pride ourselves as Rotary International being the only organization that has an observer status at the United Nations. All well and good. Let's break it down and bring it down to the local level. Let us ensure that we have an observer status at the LCDAs, local government level, and listen to what transpires so that that assists us in planning. We also use that as an opportunity to give them a feedback as to what we have found out in doing our own needs assessments. We gather all this information, clubs in a particular LCDA gather together, get the information, push it to the local government development associations, as they call local governments, but be an intricate part of the system that runs these social services for the country. As much as we say there are deficiencies, let us also contribute from the governance level. That is my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we have more? As we round up, any more questions, any more comments? My past district governor, the learning facilitator, Kola Sodipo, please take the stand.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you, my dear DDLF. It's been a wonderful morning, and I think I must also thank all the participants for joining us this morning.
This cooler, I want to drop a percent bank.
I want to appeal to our fellow Rotarians that learned a lot this morning, and the best way to apply it is to go back to our different clubs and share the knowledge that we have acquired with our fellow Rotarians, and at the same time, also think out of the box to do more as necessary. On that note, I want to ask our district governor to give us the closing remarks, and we call it a day. Thank you. Our district governor, sir. Our district governor.
Our district governor, unmute yourself, sir. Okay. Unmute yourself, sir. My DG, unmute yourself. Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Very well. Okay, so I want to thank our revered past district governors, PDG Bola and PDG Ifeyinwa, for their erudite facilitation of this very important monthly learning series. We have been enriched knowledge, and I think that the consensus of opinion is to the fact that all of us this morning have benefited immensely from your knowledge, your experience, and your expertise. So we can't thank you enough for impacting knowledge into us. And I want to thank all Rotarians who have participated in this learning seminar. Education is the key to success, is the key to wealth, is the key to anything that one wants to do in life, because knowledge is power. And we are gratified that this morning we have learned a lot. We have learned new things which we will put into use. So I want to thank everybody. District Learning Facilitator, thank you for this. DGND Uyi Sowobi, our Deputy District Learning Facilitator, I want to thank you. And I want to thank the District Governor-elect and other Rotarians who have joined this learning seminar this morning. And I wish you a pleasant weekend. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. For the benefit of our fellow Rotarians that are in zones 1 and 2, we look forward to seeing you at Doen College from 10 a.m. this morning for the first in the series of the multi-club learning seminar. See you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye. See you soon at Doen. Bye-bye.